After the shocking revelation that a foreign airline employee and two accomplices had sold Jungkook's flight data, everything changed. Not just on paper, not just legally. Jungkook's security doubled. Don't forget like, comment and subscribe to stay updated with every silent battle Jungkook and BTS's news. The wound wasn't just digital. It cut deeper into the most sacred part of an artist's life, privacy. After the shocking revelation that a foreign airline employee and two accomplices had sold Jungkook's flight data, everything changed. Not just on paper, not just legally. His world had to be rebuilt. Not with comfort, but with caution. Not with trust, but with steel. Reinforcements deployed. HYBE's immediate response. The agency didn't wait. Within 24 hours of the arrests, a multi-layered security enhancement protocol was activated. 2 elite-level bodyguards were assigned exclusively to Jungkook's movements. All travel arrangements now pass through a classified internal channel, known only to top-tier security staff. His hotel bookings, floor access, elevator pounds fully locked down. Even staff rotations around him were scrutinized and reshuffled. One HYBE official reportedly said, "What he lost can't be restored with apologies, so we gave him armor instead." The return of Mr. Black, but he's not alone now. For years, Mr. Black had been the silent guardian, never speaking, never leaving Jungkook's side. But now, there's a new formation. At least 3 additional guards have been seen shadowing Jungkook. One positioned ahead, scanning every corridor. Another behind, constantly reading crowd energy. A third flanking the exits, always watching phones, movement, reflections. They don't blink. They don't hesitate. They don't smile. Because this isn't fan protection anymore. It's war against the unseen. Security or solitude. Fans see the change. When Jungkook arrived at the airport days after the leak, something felt different. Not just the team. His eyes, his steps, his silence. He didn't wave like usual. One fan whispered. He didn't even lift his head. The distance was more than physical. It felt like an invisible wall had been built around him. And fans began to wonder, is this what protection looks like? Or is it what isolation feels like? The bodyguards, who study obsession, HYBE's new recruits, aren't ordinary guards. They've been trained to detect sassing behaviors in crowds, de-escalate flash mobs in seconds, read the micro signs of emotional distress in the artist they protect. They've been shown fan behaviors, past incidents, social media patterns, even audio files from obsessives who've tracked Jungkook across cities. Their mission: don't just protect his body, shield his mind, his boundaries, his breath. What Jungkook lost, not just privacy, but peace. While the world saw the headlines, only a few saw the invisible consequences. The need to change hotels last minute, the growing list of names he can no longer trust, the sudden feel when an unknown phone lifts nearby, the way his team now speaks in code, even during live rehearsals. There are times he walks into a room and scans it before speaking. A staff member said anonymously, "He's not paranoid, he's adapting." Fans cry out, he deserves safety, not a fortress. Across social platforms, the emotional outpouring hasn't stopped. #protect Jungkook, #justiceforge, #privacy is an option. He gave us music, love, and presence, one post read. And we gave him anxiety, shadows, and scars. Some fans defend the wall of security. Others beg for balance. Because the truth hurts. He is safe now. But is he free? The quiet after the storm. Jungkook remains silent. No live. No Wever's post. No statement. And maybe that silence is his loudest message yet. Maybe he doesn't owe anyone a response. Maybe he's tired of speaking into a world that listens only when he's broken. But is it enough? Or is the real enemy still inside? With systems reinforced, new guards in place, and public outrage peaking, one question haunts fans and officials alike. If someone from inside an airline sold him out, what if the next betrayal comes from even closer? HYBE claims to be investigating internally, but fans demand transparency. Because if someone with access can turn a profit by violating Jungkook's peace, who's really watching out for him? The arrests were only the beginning. What started as a shocking betrayal by a single airline employee has now cracked open a far darker truth, one that fans, agencies, and even law enforcement are only beginning to grasp. The leak of Jungkook's flight information wasn't random. It wasn't isolated. It was part of a system, a marketplace, a network built in the dark. Inside the marketplace, where idols are traded like coordinates, digital forensic teams working with Seoul authorities confirmed whispers that fans had feared for years. There are private, invitation-only forums many hosted overseas dedicated to buying and selling real-time idol information. Listings include flight numbers, hotel names, dressing room locations, van license plates, even schedules for non-public events. Payment is often done through crypto wallets, with usernames that disappear hours after transactions. And in the center of it all, Jungkook's name, sold, circulated, tracked. He was just the beginning. Other names appear. Investigators revealed that the same forum that sold Jungkook's data also featured listings for other major idols. While no names were officially confirmed, fans began digging. Leaked hotel photos of a famous female soloist from last March. A private waiting room exposed before an award show last year. Paparazzi showing up before an idol landed at an airport. Now, all these incidents look disturbingly connected. One cybersecurity analyst said, "This isn't just stalking, it's organized voyeurism, a commercialized system preying on idols' most vulnerable moments." The buyers, who paid for Jungkook's data, so who bought Jungkook's private information? Authorities are silent, but rumors swirl. One is believed to be a foreign YouTube content creator, infamous for K-pop gossip content and airport footage. Another may be a known Saseng based in Southeast Asia, who has previously posted content tailing multiple idols. The third, still unknown. But the real fear, what if some of the buyers weren't outsiders, but insiders pretending to be fans? Or worse, people with access who posed as buyers to cover their involvement? Was there a deeper insider leak? While the airline employee has been arrested, questions remain unanswered. How did she get access so easily? Why weren't there alerts in the system? Who signed off the changes to Jungkook's itinerary? Insiders now whisper that someone else may have helped bypass protocols. Someone inside the entertainment industry, not aviation. "We're talking about multiple points of failure," one expert said. "This isn't just one mistake, it's systemic exposure." HYBE's response: will they go global with legal action? HYBE remains tight-lipped but is reportedly in talks with international cybercrime units and Interpol to chase cross-border buyers. If confirmed, this would be the first global privacy prosecution involving a K-pop idol, setting a powerful precedent. But will HYBE go that far? Or will they settle quietly behind closed doors to avoid shaking an industry already built on a fragile illusion of safety? Jungkook's silence, still unbroken. Amid all the chaos, one person remains silent: Jungkook. No live, no message, no lyrics dropped, even cryptically. Some fans say it's better that way. Others say it's killing them slowly. Because silence, in this case, feels like grief, disbelief, and maybe fear. Is Jungkook alone in this battle? No idol should have to fight for their privacy. No artist should feel hunted by systems that profit off their vulnerability. But now, even with extra bodyguards, lockdown travel, and public outrage, a haunting question persists. What else has already been sold? And how long before it happens again? Will Jungkook fight back or walk away from the spotlight forever? He hasn't spoken, he hasn't sung, and the silence is louder than any scandal. The world keeps waiting for Jungkook to respond, to stand on stage, to look into the camera and give the world a smile that says, "I'm fine." But what if he isn't? What if, this time, he doesn't come back the same? The world watches, but Jungkook withdraws. It's been days since the case exploded, days since headlines screamed about leaked data, betrayal, and arrest. And yet, Jungkook remains hidden. No live stream, no statement, no social appearance. Even his close staff members have gone quiet. One anonymous source reportedly said, "He's not angry, he's exhausted, not just from what happened but from everything he never said before." This wasn't just a breach of data. It was the breach of safety, of sanity, of the one thing that kept him grounded in a world that never sleeps. Does Jungkook want to fight?